I was born and raised in Idaho Falls. I've lived here my whole life. I thought I knew how giving this community was until I needed help. I got married right out of high school and started having kids and ended up divorced 5 years later, so I had 3 kids under the age of 5. And I hadn't worked the whole time that I had had them. So I was divorced with no money and no job and living on a housing voucher, kids all on state insurance. I mean, the whole low income gamut, I was running it. And our food stamps just were not enough. It just wasn't. And so I started coming to the community food basket. Was the only food bank I went to 2, but this is the one I continued to go to because of how I was treated here. It's super non-judgmental. Everyone's really friendly. The other food bank that I had been to made me feel bad, like I was taking from them, like I didn't deserve what I was getting. And so I was standing there with my 3 little kids, and someone was like, well, if you don't want beans, are you really hungry? And I was like, yeah, my kids just can't eat green beans. They're allergic. So coming here, the volunteers that were here were very like, come in. It was really dignified. No one ever made me feel like I shouldn't be here. And I used the food bank for close to 2 years while I put myself through college. And then when I graduated from college, I started working at a nonprofit in a food bank because I saw what I could do for people and what they had done for me. So I worked at another food bank for about 5 years, and I've been with the community food basket for a little over a year. And I like to tell that story because I've been at both ends. So I went from someone who needed help to someone who could now give it. And I think that's everyone that comes here, that's their goal, is to only need us temporarily and then to be able to move on. And whether it's, I know what it's like to live from paycheck to paycheck, where if your car breaks down, there's no extra money for it. Or if your kid needs a haircut, there's no extra money. You have enough to pay your bills and to buy your food, and if something comes up, then you're just done. It's a tragedy. And so I have really enjoyed being here because I can see in the clients that come through that they're on their way to something better, that we're helping them on their way to something better. And we're eliminating a stress. Maybe we took away the stress of what you're gonna put on your table tonight so that you can now worry about getting that job tomorrow or getting your car running again. Or, there's a lot of grandparents raising grandchildren now that live on these fixed incomes that never anticipated having to need food banks, and we can help alleviate some of that stress of what am I going to put on the table so that people are free to kind of figure out the rest of their problems as well.